Number 6. The variance of first n natural number is 10 and variance of first m even natural number is 16, then m plus n is equals to dash. Variance of first n natural number. Variance of first n natural number is equals to 10 and variance of first m even natural numbers is equals to 16. So we have to find out m plus n is dash. So there is a simple property in the statistics that the variance of first n natural number is n square minus 1 by 12 equals to 10. The variance of first n natural numbers is equals to 10. So variance of first n natural number can be written as n square minus 1 by 12. It's a direct equation. So n square minus 1 as 120, n square equals 121. So n equals will get as 11. But now if I start with first m even natural numbers. So first m even natural numbers. So even natural numbers can be starts with 2, 4, 6, 8 dot dot up to the mth term. The mth term will be compulsory 2m because we need to find out only the even natural number. So now if I take 2 common from m, so 1, 2, 3 dot dot up to m. So it's again, if we not going to use this 2, so it's a kind of 1, 2, 3 dot dot up to m. So it's a variance of first m natural numbers. So now if I go with 1, 2, 3 dot up to m only, so 1, 2, 3 dot up to m has variance is equals to m square minus 1 by 12. Now we all know that there is a property that if n observation has standard deviation s, and if all the observations will going to multiply with any constant number n, so the new standard deviation will become n times. Standard deviation will be affected by only multiplication and division, not by addition or subtraction. So if I have first m natural numbers with variance n square minus 1 by 12, and if I have to multiply all these numbers by 2, then the variance will also going to multiply with 2, but it's a variance, so it will become 2 square. So to find out the variance of terms which multiplied by 2, which are multiplied by 2 is equals to 4 times m square minus 1 by 12, and this is already given to us. M square minus 1 by 12 is equals to 16. So m square minus 1 equals by 2, 12 equals 4. So m square minus 1 equals 48. M square equals 49. So m equals 7. And now we have n equals 11, m equals 7. So we'll get answer 11 plus 7 equals 18. That is your answer. So it's again directly from the basic textual portion, that for solving this you need to know this equation, that how we can directly use this equation of variance of first and even natural number as well as first and natural numbers. Next. Number 7. Number 7 has limit x tends to 0. Limit x tends to 2. It's 3 raised to x plus 3 raised to x minus 1 minus 12 by 3 raised to minus x by 2 minus 3 raised to 1 minus x. So there is a very simple and general rule of a limit, that is L'Hopital rule, where if we have a function with the limit 0 by 0, so we can go with that rule where we have to do the derivative of numerator individually as well as denominator individually. So let's do the derivation. So by doing the derivation, we'll get 3 raised to x as derivative 3 raised to x into log 3 with base e plus 3 raised to x minus 1 as derivative 3 raised to x minus 1 into log 3 with base e with the derivative of x as 1 and minus 1 as 0 minus 12 as derivative 0 by 3 raised to minus x by 2 as derivative 3 raised to minus x by 2 by log 3 with base e into minus x by 2 as derivative minus 1 by 2 minus 3 raised to 1 minus x into log 3 with base e into derivative as minus 1. Now from numerator and denominator we'll cancel out log 3 with base e. So it's 3 raised to x plus 3 raised to x minus 1 by minus half 3 raised to minus x by 2 and minus minus plus 3 raised to 1 minus x. Now there is no 0 by 0 term, so let us put the value directly as x equals 2. So it's 3 square plus 3 2 minus 1 by minus 3 raised to minus 2 by 2 whole divided by 2 plus 3 raised to 1 minus 2. So it's 9 plus 3 by minus 3 raised to minus 1, that is 1 by 3, so minus 1 by 6 plus 1 by 3. Now minus 1 by 6 plus 1 by 3, so 9 plus 3 by 1 by 6, so answer is 12 6, that is 72. That's your answer. Again, a simple question and a basic rule from the NCERT, that is if we have 0 by 0, then we can go with the derivative of numerator as well as denominator individually. It's in indeterminate form. With 0 0 we have also infinite by infinite, 0 into infinite, infinite minus infinite. We have also 1 raised to infinite kind of question. It's a very common question. Every time they has asked a question based on limit compulsory. Then number 8. There is a function fx which is continuous on the interval minus 7 to 0 and differentiable on minus 7 to 0, continuous on closed interval, differentiable on open interval, with the condition f dash of x less or equals to 2. Also we have f of minus 7 equals minus 3. Then we have to find out f of minus 1 plus f of 0. We have to find out the range of f of minus 1 plus f of 0. There is a function which is defined on minus 7 to 0, which is continuous as well as differentiable, with the condition f dash of x less or equals to 0. F of minus 7 as minus 3. So we have to find out the range of minus 1 to f of minus 1 plus f of 0. We have to find out the range of this function. Now this kind of questions are quite tricky because it doesn't have direct point that which will going to apply or not. So the two major words are here, that function is differentiable, continuous, with the condition that derivative has answer less than or equals to 2. If we have a condition that f of minus 7 equals to f of 0, then we can apply the Rolle's theorem. But here it's not a condition that f of minus 7 is equals to f of 0. So we have a rule which is based on the continuity, differentiability with the derivative, which is known as the mean value theorem. And let me go with the mean value theorem, that f dash x is equals to fb minus fa upon b minus a. Right? So if I go with this condition, so I have to take two conditions in which that if a function is continuous and differentiable on minus 7 to 0, the function can also be continuous and differentiable on minus 7 to minus 1 also. Because if I take a simple two-dimensional condition that here if it is minus 7 and here it is if it is 0, and if function is continuous and differentiable between minus 7 to 0, then there must be between minus 7 to minus 1. It will also follow the same condition. So let us apply mean value theorem from minus 7 to 0 and minus 7 to minus 1. So first case, a equals minus 7 and b equals minus 1. So f dash of x equals f of minus 1 minus f of minus 7 by minus 1 minus minus 7, which is equals to f of minus 1 minus 7. F of minus 7 is already answered, minus 3 upon minus 1 plus 7. So f dash of x equals f of minus 1 plus 3 by 6. Now we have a condition that f dash x is less than or equals to 2. So f of minus 1 plus 3 less or equals to 12. So f of minus 1 is less than or equals to 8. This is one of the conditions we have. That f of minus 1 has answered 8 or less than or equals to 8. And now in second condition, let us take the mean value theorem from minus 7 to 0. So according to this, it's f of 0 minus f of minus 7 by 0 minus 7, which is f of 0 minus 7 is answer minus 3, so plus 3 by 7. And this is again less or equals to 2. So f of 0 plus 3 less or equals to 14. So f of 0 less or equals to, so here it will be 9. So less or equals to 11. So here f of minus 1 has range minus infinite to 9 and this has range minus infinite to 11. And when we add these two terms, what will be the range? We'll get the range from minus infinite up to 11 plus 9, which is 20. So this is your answer. Right? So this kind of sums are quite tricky because in this it's not, you need to understand that we have to use the mean value theorems. Right? Then number 9. We have a line y equals mx plus 4, which will be the curve which is the tangent of y square equals 4x and x square equals 2by. This line is the common tangent of these two curves. Then we have to find out the value of b. See, every time they ask a question based on the tangent of a curve. It's a very common question which is regularly asked in the examination. Now, for that there is a very important note that any line y equals mx plus c be the tangent of y square equals 4ax, then it has to be satisfy the condition c equals a by m. Now, what kind of condition is this? See, if I plot a random curve, let's say y square equals 4x, y equals mx plus 4, we don't know right now that what will be the value of m and what will be the value of x square equals 2by. But if I go with this condition that x square equals 2by has with b greater than 0, so the common tangent condition will be something like this. That here this tangent is common for both the curves. Or else, if I go with this condition, with this, then this will be the common tangent condition. So one thing we need to understand from these two figures, that if I plot this figure with b greater than 0, then the slope of this line must be less than 0. Or if we take this with b less than 0, then slope of this line must be greater than 0. Right? So first of all, let's go with this condition where c is equals to a by m. So here y square equals 4x, compare this with y square equals 4ax, so we'll get a equals 1. So according to the condition, now c equals a by m. So c has answer 4, a has answer 1, m. So m equals what? 1 by 4 will get. So now the tangent is y equals x by 4 plus 4. This will be the tangent. Now if this is the tangent of this parabola, then by putting this value into the equation, we'll get x square equals 2b x by 4 plus 4. So this quadratic equation, which is 4x square plus x square plus bx equals dx by 2 plus 8b. This quadratic equation, let me put this quadratic equation like this. By 2 minus 8b equals 0. This quadratic equation has compulsory one root because it will already touches the curve. So there is only one curve, one root, and for one root we need to take delta equals to 0, and delta will be what? B square minus 4ac. So minus b by 2 whole square minus 4ac equals to 0. So we'll get b square by 4 minus minus plus 32b equals 0. That will be the condition. So now I get b square plus 128b equals 0. So b into b plus 128 equals 0. So b equals to 0 not possible. So answer is b equals to minus 128.